Hey guys, Deku Link here, and I wanted to talk about pretty much my favorite Magic the Gathering card. And so, basically, it's Krosan Scraper, excuse me. And he's a 13/13. At the beginning of your upkeep, pay 2 green or sacrifice him. He has Morph, and I believe his Morph cost is for 7 colorless and 2 green. Or you can just hard cast him for 7 colorless and 3 green. And so, pretty much, he was the largest creature for a little while, I believe, or I think Leviathan was a little bit larger. I think Leviathan was like 14/14 or Sea Kraken or something. But anyway, Krosan Cloudscaper, the story about it. So I'm 11 years old. I'm playing in my local game store. I have a cheap ass Goblins deck or something like that. And I'm playing against an older player, and this is my first time playing outside of my group of maybe 5 or 6 friends at school and the like. And so we're used to playing with low tier cards. We don't have magazines or the internet or anything, so we don't even know the full set of what's in the set. You know, we just knew about the cards that were in our circle, in our cube, I guess you could say. And so I'm sitting here playing him, and this guy, I don't know it yet, but he was just sitting down, opening up a box of Legions at the time, and I just walked up to him and I said, "Hey man, you want to play a game of Magic?" He said, "Yeah, sure. Uh, yeah, we can play a game." And so I, I sit down with my little $10 shitty Goblin deck, and I guess he wants to feel me out. And again, I'm like 11 or 12. This guy's 30 or 40 or something. I don't remember how old he was, but he plays a red green build at the time. It was Type 2, and this was when Odyssey. Uh, Fuck, what was that other set? I think it was called Judgment and Torment and Onslaught and Legion. Scourge had not yet dropped. Scourge was the first expansion that I was around for from the beginning of it. And so we we play. He drops, I think, like a Birds of Paradise first turn. Second turn, he drops a not explosive, some kind of like a rampant growth or something. Third turn, he explosive vegetations, and he plays another land searching thing. And basically, he gets up to 10 mana really quick. It was like turn 6 or something, and he hard casts a Krosan Cloudscaper, and I'm playing like Raging Goblins, 2/2 haste and goblins, shit like this, shocking, his birds and such. And yes, the question is, you always shock the bird, you always bolt the bird. It is not debatable. We can close this. A Birds of Paradise needs to be eliminated. It is a threat, a serious one. And Birds is also probably one of my favorite cards. It's a Krosan Cloudscaper, Astral Slide, which was my first competitive deck where I started. And these same group of people, that's what I kind of matured into. That was the deck where I was handing people their goddamn dinner on a plate. People who were, like this guy, 10 years deep into the game. Magic wasn't even 10 years old at this point. I think it was like 9 or 8 or 9. But, he'd been playing it forever. And, this was the deck that I went in there and was killing people with. But anyway, he gets up to 10 man. He drops a Krosan Cloudscaper. I basically fucking grew some nut hair after seeing this shit drop. 13/13. What the fuck? Okay, so he plays that. He swings through. Next turn, I block. Next turn, he plays. I forget what it was, but it gives your guy trample, and it also gives him a small boost. And he basically swung in with that and did a burn spell, and it killed me. And so that was my first time seeing Krosan Cloudscaper. I remember reading it, and I thought it was like a $20, $30 card or something. I thought, man, this is the coolest shit on earth. The creature this size, and it wasn't nothing but like $4, $5, $6 at the most, even at this time. And he said, "Yeah, man, it's pretty cool, ain't it?" Well, I got 5 copies. I'll trade you one, and I traded him some shit. I had a polluted delta or something, so I got that and a couple other cards. I didn't even see the point in the polluted delta. I didn't see the point in fetch lands. I didn't understand it really at that point in time. Later on, of course, and now I realize, fetch lands are probably one of the most powerful cards ever in the history of the game. I would say they're even better than dual lands, for their ability to thin out your library, to mana fix yourself even better than a dual land could do. And of course, it can also go get a dual land if you're playing vintage. But anyway, I seen that, man. It really blew my mind. It was the first time of many, many, many times that my mind was blown at a magic card. I thought it was fucking amazing. Everything from the artwork of some giant Krosan beast with massive biceps and forearms tearing through the fucking canopy, the top canopy of trees, and some imaginative forest. And man, it was just awesome. It was very great times. And to this day, man, I really like Krosan Cloudskraper. I collect it. I want to get a couple foils, and it's real cheap now. But anyway, we build connections with certain cards due to nostalgia, and really, this is my card of choice. It's the one that I really love. Again, just the artwork, a 1313. I'd love to build a deck around him, but he dies to removal, and you can't really build a deck just around a 1313 beast. There's plenty more alternative ways to win. In the older days of Magic, he would have been a very good choice. In the pre, maybe like Tempest era, whatever, pre Urza's era, where combos kind of took hold. And now it's more aggressive, agile creatures. It's not so much just swinging in with that. I wish there was a format where large creatures like that could reign and could be true and true. Maybe a format that had no removal, but that would be very color biased against black, of course, because black has terror, dark banishing, murder. I don't know all the newer cards. I'm just now getting back into Magic the Gathering. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what your favorite card is. Again, Krosan Cloudskraper, man, it's the shit, man. I love that card. And it has to be the Legions version. It cannot be Time Shift. If it's the Time Shifted one, it's a bitch. It's not even worthy. It doesn't even Krosan or Cloudscape. So thank y'all. Have a great day. Bye bye. This has been Deku Link.